Good morning, children. So, student, let's start the another topic of your chapter number 6, staffing. And student, today we will discuss about the external source and the different method of external sources of recruitment. Student, before this video, in the previous video, I have explained you about the different sources of recruitment, where recruitment basically means searching the employee to fulfill the vacant job position in the organization, and for that we go through with the two sources. That the first source was internal source of recruitment and the second source is external source of recruitment. Now student, internal source of recruitment, in my previous video I have explained you where we are searching the employee to fulfill the vacant job position into the organization from inside of the organization only. That source is called internal source of recruitment. For example, suppose we have a sales manager job vacant in the organization. So for filling that job position of sales manager, we will not go outside the organization, but from the organization only we will either transfer an employee to that position of sales manager, or we will give promotion to any another employee to that particular position. So when we are filling the job position inside the organization only, that type of source of recruitment is known as internal source of recruitment. Now we have read about the internal source of recruitment, its feature, its advantage and disadvantage, with two method of filling that. The one was promotion and the another was transfer. In both the cases student, the employees has been shifted from one to other position, from one to other department, but the employee are in a same organization only. That is the reason that was internal source of recruitment. And today we will discuss about the external source of recruitment. What is external source of recruitment and why, when we have already have internal source of recruitment, what was the need to go through with external source of recruitment, and then what are the different method of external source of recruitment. Now first let's clear your doubt that recruitment basically means searching employee to fulfill the job of vacant position, right? Now let's start external source of recruitment with the need of external source of recruitment. So children, any enterprise or any business organization has to tap external source for various positions, because all the vacancies cannot be filled through internal recruitment, and the reason may be that the existing staff of an organization may be insufficient, or they may not fulfill the eligibility criteria of the job which is required. It means why we have to go through external sources when we already have internal sources. So it's the basic reason for that is that it's not possible from any organization to fill its all the vacancies from inside the organization only or from the older employee. Why? Because sometime we require a fresh blood into the organization who have a new talent and who have a new technical knowledge or qualification which is required to fill the vacant job position, which the older employee of the organization does not have. And that is the reason we have to go through with the second option of sources of recruitment, where we have to go outside the organization to search these employees who have that particular skills and appoint them or to fill the job according to that particular skills. So when the candidate from outside the organization are invited to fill the vacant job position, then it is known as external sources of recruitment. It means when for filling the vacant job position, the organization owner is going outside for inviting the application and filling these positions from outside the employee or outside the organization, that type of sources will be known as external source of recruitment. Means when I have some job position vacant in my organization and I will not give that to the older employee by the help of promotion or by the help of transfer, but I will ask outside the organization other people, those who want to get the job, and I'll select them. That method will be known as external source of recruitment. Now there are lots of method by which we can select the external source of recruitment and by which we can go through with the external source of recruitment, and the first one is direct recruitment. Now student, what basically happened in direct recruitment is that under the direct recruitment, a notice is placed on the notice board of an enterprise specifying the detail of job available. Now job seekers assemble outside the premises of the organization on the specified date which is mentioned in the notice, and selection is done on the spot from there only, right? But when we talk about direct recruitment, children, basically we fill the vacancies here, either unskilled vacancies or the semi-skilled. The skilled vacancies cannot be filled by the help of direct recruitment. It means what is happening in the direct recruitment, suppose an organization need to fill certain vacancies. So what they will do, they will place a notice outside their organization in a notice board with a date written over there, with the job required, with the skills, and the people, those who want to apply for the job, they will come on that particular date and time, and from there only the organization will select the employee. So this method is known as direct recruitment method. But direct recruitment we basically do when we require an employee, unskilled employee or semi-skilled employee, and these employees are basically called as workers also, which we call as badli also. When we talk about these type of direct recruitment, we provide either wages to them on the basis of daily basis or either on the basis of wage system. Now the next method of filling the job position by external sources, casual collar. Now what happened in the casual collar, children, is like some of the reputed business organization, they keep a database of unsolicited application in their office. This list can be used for the purpose of recruitment. So what happened here is such, there are lots of people who apply for a job in organization, but when we have a less position required, there are certain people who get selected and there are certain people who get rejected. So some of the good business organization, what they basically used to do is they keep a database for all those application also which has been rejected, keeping in mind the future, that whenever in futures they require the employees, they can go through with those application which has been rejected earlier. So in that manner, this way of searching the employee by going through with the older data which is present in the database is called casual collar. Now next is advertisement. Now everybody know about advertisement, that advertisement is basically where we are using media for providing the information to a wider area, because when we provide the information to a wider area, we will have a wider choice, right? So advertisement can be done either in newspaper, it can be done on trade newspaper, it can be a professional journal also, or there are lots of other way also by which we can able to advertise the job position which are required, so that the wider people and the maximum people can able to know about it, and maximum people can able to come and apply for the particular job. The next method for the external source of recruitment is employment exchange. Now children, employment exchange is regarded as a good source of recruitment for unskilled and skilled operative jobs. Now when you talk about employment exchange, so employment exchange is basically governed or run by the government, and government are regarded as good source of recruitment for unskilled also and skilled operative also. Means in employment exchange, the data which we are submitting over there, that is directly or indirectly linked with the government sources. By the help of employment exchange, It provides us jobbers for unskilled people also, or even for skilled people also. So in some cases, compulsory notification of vacancies to employment exchange is required by law. So this we have seen that when we talk about the government job, first every employee has, or every person has to register themselves inside the employment exchange. So somewhere for some particular job, the government has made it mandatory that if they want to get any government job, the first their name has to be registered inside employment exchange. And the next method of external source of recruitment is campus recruitment. Right? Now when we talk about campus recruitment, as the name is saying, and this is the latest one which we are using over there, that campus recruitment basically say that when the employees are selected directly from the campus, it means that any organization in this time, they used to have a contract with the big campus or big institutions or colleges. Now colleges and institutions of management and technology have become a very popular source of recruitment for technical, for professional and for managerial job. Many big organizations maintain a close license with the universities or vocational schools or management. Recruitment from educational institutions are called as campus recruitment. It means whenever there is any vacancies required into the organization, the owner take employee directly from the campus. So that type of form or method of external source is known as campus recruitment. Now next is placement agencies. Now children, placement agencies can also be called as management consultant also. In technical and professional areas, private agencies and professional bodies appear to be doing substantive work. Placement agencies provide a nationwide service in matching personal demand and supply. These agencies compile biodata of large number of candidates and recommended suitable names to their clients. Such agencies charge fees for their services and they are useful where extensive screening is required. These professional recruiter can entice the needed top executive from other company by making the right offers. Now here you have to learn one thing, that when we talk about the placement agencies, these placement agencies are pay based agencies. Pay based agency means they have to be paid from their client side. And now who are the client of placement agencies? The clients are the people, those who want job, and the people, those who have job. Right? So in this way, both the people are in touch with the placement agencies. They used to register themselves inside the placement agencies, and whenever any jobs are required from the job seeker, used to give the details, and the owner of the organization, whenever they have any vacant post, they given their data to the placement agencies. It is the work of placement agencies to introduce both the people there, the one who want the job and the another who have the job, and both have to pay out money or a particular fees to the placement agencies. It's basically a private based agencies which basically work for professional bodies. Now next is recommendation of employee. Now recommendation of employee basically say that applicant introduced by present employees or their friends and relatives may prove to be a good source of recruitment. It means there are some older employees who are working into the organization. They give the application of their relatives, their known, their friends, those who are outside the organizations. So in this way, this is also one of the best source of externals recruitment, because the people, these older employee are knowing those other employee, so they must be aware about their educational qualification also and their data also. So that is called recommendation of employee. Next is labor contractor. Now labor contractor basically maintain close contact with laborers, and they can provide the required number of unskilled workers at short notice. So very important thing is that when we require unskilled type of worker within a very short or within a very small time of period, in that case the organization can go through with labor contractors, right? Now the workers are recruited through labor contractor who are themselves employee of the organization. The disadvantage of this system are that if the contractor himself decide to leave the organization, all the workers employed through him will follow same. It means labor contract is the another form of external sources of recruitment, but this form is basically used to fulfill those jobs which require unskilled employees. In the labor contractor, there is a contractor who used to take lots of labor with him. That particular labor contractor is the employee of the organization, and he or she used to provide labors of unskilled labor workers within a short period of notice. The disadvantage for labor contractor is that if a labor contractor who has given contract to the labor has left the organization, the same time the labor who are coming its contract will also leave the organization. So that become the biggest disadvantage of labor contractor. So important thing you have to learn here, remember here, is that whenever we go through with labor contractor, this is basically a method by which we can able to fill out only unskilled job position. It's not used in skillful job position. Next is web publishing. Now web publishing, today we have seen most of the organization they used to go through with web publishing. So it's basically internet is becoming a common source of recruitment these days. There are certain websites specifically designed and dedicated for the purpose of providing information about both the job seeker also and the job giver also. Like we have the example also, you have seen naukri.com, you have seen job listen also, jobstreet.com. So these are basically what? These are basically a website by which both the people are able to know each other, and these two peoples are the person who want job, that is job seeker, and the person who want to give job, that is the owner of the organization. Both of them put their details into the websites, and by the help of website they used to contact each others and provide information about each others. The person who want job will give all the details of his qualification, and the owner will provide all the details of the job, so that according to the requirement job can be or the position can be filled. So that is known as web publishing. So web publishing can be understood also that this is a area which is mostly working by the help of internet, your websites. Now with this, children, we have finished with the external sources. What is external sources and what are the different methods by which external sources recruitment can be done. In the next video, children, we will read about the advantage and the disadvantage of external sources of recruitment.